I'm just going to share. No,
Yes.
young man, Shelton, hooked on drugs. Boy is from a very respectable family, Shelton. Very respectable. When the father came and the man wanted to faint because he couldn't understand. You understand? How? Why? You know?
How this could have
It's
been
gonna
happening,
happen
and he
to his
had
son.
no clue whatsoever.
No clue whatsoever. And then, you know, I mean, we had to, the evidence, you know, because you must have your paper trail and you keep your records and stuff.
Yes.
And it's bamboo. He's flummoxed. The man wants, you know, he broke down. His son, I mean, nice. And so let me say about it. Very nice boy. You know what I mean? Not as, you know, not talkative. He's by himself and he's to himself.
It's like sometimes your dog in your yard is such a nice, loving dog.
Yeah.
But in the night, when it finds those other dogs and they form a pack, and they go out and hunting and they're killing people's sheep and people's goats and whatever, and you never believe your dog doing that, you know. But your dog is a good dog while it's there with you. But when it meet up with the other dogs, and the pack mentality take over.
But some of them do know, because I could tell you, the best marijuana, high grade I've ever seen, well packaged, was from Jamaica. And you know, you call the parents in and stuff, and then, you know, after a while, you know, the mother, usually it's the mother, the father, you don't see them, would break down and confess everything to you, you know. And at that point, you
So
know.
what people are saying that some of those mothers, more sooty ways, they know what's going on.
They know what's going on.
And their son is always a good boy and a loving son because they themselves are benefiting in some way, profiting, you know.
Yes,
No
yes.
husband, no father, they need that extra little bit of income. And your boy is bringing home some money that is badly needed. You don't even bother to worry about where he's getting it from.
Let me share a thing with you, because that goes back years ago. Sheldon, homeroom teacher comes to me. Sir, I have not seen a girl from one. So you know that's about 12 years.
Right.
That is why you see I take particular objection to big hardback men trying to fricate young underage. So this child is 12. From one. Just entered. But the homeroom teacher, because I must say I must say that we have worked with some very good teachers, very concerned. Says, sir, I've not been seeing this child. 2 weeks now. Child has not been in school. So you know me already in my little laissez-faire way. I say, okay, well, try to get the parents in. Yeah, let's see how we can deal with that. Parents, the grandmother came in Shelton. And we're there, I'm sitting there, the homeroom teacher. But I have had some experience. So the story I'm getting there is, Shelton, not, doesn't make sense to me. So I said, I just look at the child. I said, listen now, you're going to talk to me honestly, right? No hold bar, you know, just tell me the truth. I don't want any lies, okay? Just you and the two of us talking now.
Big people talk.
Big people talk. You have a boyfriend? Yes, sir. 12 years,
12 years.
Now, although I'm a fella, very jovial fella, on these matters, my face is poker face.
Your face be up at that.
Yeah, no, poker face. You have a boyfriend? Yes, sir. Where does he work? In the police station in Dennery.
Wow.
He gives you money? Yes, sir. How much? She begins to tell me. So he begins to tell you.
And it's some healthy change you're talking about.
Healthy change. Wow. 12 years.
Wow.
He works in the police station in Dennery. I'm like, okay, mommy. And the grandmother. And I continued asking questions of the child. Now, and
the grandmother is present.
Present.
How's she looking? Bewildered?
No, I've just come to the point.
Okay.
When, you know, the situation got hot because I'm getting details. Boy, you know, when at certain points you want the ground to open and to swallow you.
Right.
The 12-year-old looks at her grandmother. What you doing? Why are you looking so surprised? You know everything. Shelton. At that point, the lady could have died. You know, Shelton, I couldn't, after that day, first of all, and listen to that, I continue to press. So, you know, her auntie works at the Ministry of Education. You know, but still poker face, Shelton. I'm nowhere. I just taking notes, the homeroom teacher. And now you could see her face because she's in shock. No, we have to cut to the chase. Let's go, Charles, and stuff.
Shelton. So are you telling me that working at the police station means we're talking about a policeman? I mean, working at the police station can mean working as maintenance janitor. You're talking about
Shelton,
a police officer.
I've seen a police officer on his bike come to drop a underage child every morning.
Well, okay.
I mean, Shelton, we see things, and you know, you get the counseling and stuff, and then Sometimes people want to shoot you. You know how many times my life has been threatened? One fella who we found out was interfering with his daughter told me, no, sometimes he's going to blow my head off, you know. And I was like, okay, you know, it was now, Shelton. But you know that time you're taking a chance because the thing wasn't so bad, the crime situation. We're going to blow my head off. But Shelton, we were able successfully to get the child out to relatives in another system island. Shelton, I've been through, so we see those things. I have had parents come to curse me for the children, and then I'm hearing that son is in bodily for murder. Because we see it. We try to warn. Now, to be fair to people believe the counselors at the secondary schools are miracle workers. No, they do the very best they can, Shelton. Under the there are protocols to follow. So when we pick up certain things, you call this, you do this, you write your report, etc. So we follow the protocol. So don't think I'm just speaking out of my head there. We follow the protocol. You understand, Shelton? And but that particular child, the 12-year-old, that's why you see, when I tell you I have this particular thing against men who try to fricate 12-year-olds. I have been there, and not just one case. Several. I've had teachers fired. As a matter of fact, I have had teacher just tender your resignation. I told listen, just give me your resignation. Now you know. Don't give me trouble. Don't allow that to go further. Just give me your resignation because I'm going to call the police and pick you up now. Because Shelton, I don't play with that. Children must be allowed to be children. Shelton, I have this. Sometimes you wonder why I'm so on this thing. With my partner.
Don't steal their childhood from them.
Don't steal the childhood. Let the children grow. Don't groom them either, because there are some teachers, they're grooming the children. So when they graduate, they pounce, for a pound of flesh. They feed them, they give them this and thing. They don't touch them, but they're grooming them. And we have those predators in the system, Shelton. And we have those who are taking advantage. And I mean, I can give you stories. And sometimes, there's a fellow I just have to say, listen, man, when we got all my evidence, you see you? Just sit at your desk. Don't shift, because I cannot reprimand. I'm not teaching service. But when I found out, I said, and then I did my rest. Call the EO and we say, just give me, man, just don't give us trouble. And before, because the police coming to arrest you now, just talk. Shelton, this thing irks me. You understand? Because I remember my boss, Mr. MacArthur Fowell. Shelton, I have to say that, because I came up under the great MacArthur Fowell. And he always cautioned us. All of because he's like a father figure. Mr. Fernando, you're giving lessons to girls. Never, ever, ever put yourself in a compromising position. If you are there, you must never be one-on-one with any female student.
Yes.
He cautioned us, Never, ever, ever be one-on-one.
Because even if you don't do anything, it will be your word
against theirs. You understand?
Yeah.
And you see, he was a principled man. He was a principled principal. You giving lessons. If you see you miss a day, the children are paying for it. Make sure you make it up. He gave that kind of, so that kind of work ethic. We grew up with that at the RC Boys School, because we came in there young, 18, 19. And we had a man who schooled us in the, you see what Elisha, nobody's doing that. We would not have done that under MacArthur Fowell, because he took us through the process. You understand? If you're going to do this, you have to do that. You cannot do that. So I'm forever grateful. Listen, we had a lot of battles. We'll tell you that, boy. MacArthur Fowell, we had a lot of battles. But he grounded us, and he pointed us in the right direction. So when he says, never put yourself in a situation of don't compromise yourself. No room, because I can get that story, because when I became the senior man, most senior at RC, we had a situation on a Saturday, Mr. Fowler was out, and the teachers called me. And when I went to the staff room, I saw a man. You could see there was abuse of a female student. I had no choice as a senior man. Man, what? Because there was blood on the child's dress.
Oh my goodness me!
That's what you see, Shelton. That 12-year-old thing bothers me. Blood on the child's dress in the staff room on a Saturday, and then I come in there. I'm seeing another young lady on his lap, and he's on around correcting papers. Shelton. Man, the man saw Beelzebub in me, because I had to represent my principal at this point. And on Monday, the police came to pick him up. But you see, Mr. Farrell is a nice guy. Mr. Farrell told the police, just wait by the cathedral. Don't come in the school to the show.
Don't create.
We have some dignity.
Don't create a scene in the schoolyard. Yeah.
We called him. Say, yo, pack your bags. okay, your briefcase, whatever,
Out of here.
and walk. Let the police collect you. Because Shelton, I almost, the late Gulu was with me because Gulu called me. I was a senior. Say, Philip, run upstairs, man. Go upstairs now. And Shelton, this bothers me up to now. That is why I will not be relented on this fella,
Okay.
He will threaten me. You understand? Because I have been through it. I have seen people abused. The little children lose their innocence, lose their childhood.
Right.
And you want to parade
And who knows,
on the world stage?
Who knows whether there may not be an even worse situation if young boys being abused, but it is less well known.
Correct.
Less reported.
Yes.
So maybe a lot of what we are seeing with the young men, they're acting out their anger against things that have been done to them, and they cannot talk about it. They are ashamed to talk about it. They're afraid that they will be called all kinds of names and they will be stigmatized and so on. We never know what anger issues are very pervasive among young boys in our country. But I'm very glad, Terry, that you can share those insights with us, because I have been wondering to myself, what is the allure of gangs? Why would young men go out and shoot others like that, seemingly that they have no sensitivity, no compunction about doing it, and knowing full well that when they do that, they have a target on their back, that they themselves probably won't last very long. Maybe when we open the lines later, people can share their thoughts on what you've said with us. But for the meantime, Terry, do go ahead with whatever else that you came armed with. And,
Well, today's a happy day. It's a day. No, serious, sorry for the tone, that has just brought up some, because I have been, Shelton, sorry, it has brought up some, memories that I want suppressed, because I know and I see things. I'm telling you, I know about 6 of my ex-students who are in for murder, and I saw it. Parents cursed me. You understand? And I could call some of the teachers who, we knew and we worked, we tried our best. You understand? So, Shelton, that's okay. But today is the birthday of our Prime Minister.
Yes.
We have a picture of the great Philip J. Pierre.
Happy birthday, Honorable Prime Minister.
I can't sing. You can sing, Shelton?
Of course I can. Oh, you want me to sing?
Yeah, man, we can sing, man.
Birthday.
Or Cornelia will call to sing.
Huh?
Or Cornelia
Of course, yes, the animator.
Animator.
Who else can we have? Maybe we can
that's
just
the only call we can take now to sing Happy Birthday.
Maybe we can just try to try. We're going to show you there are a lot of great singers out there.
Oh yes.
A lot of great singers out there. But happy birthday to the Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, the man we all knew as Pip. Happy birthday to you, and we want to wish you solemnly best wishes for many more birthdays. We want you to be around, to be with us for a very long time. Keep up the good work that you have been doing, Honorable Prime Minister, for St. Lucia, for the government, for the St. Lucia Labour Party, for people in general whose lives that you touch, who we know you genuinely care about them, because it's not only as you are Prime Minister, long before that you have always been a man who's involved in the lives of other people, who cares about the development, the well-being, the welfare of people. And so may God bless you with long life and good health and every other metric that we can consider to be of happiness, of success, of prosperity, that it should be yours. And I know when I say that, I speak for a lot of people. Yes.
So, he's been well. He steadied the ship of state. No one can argue with that, Shelton. Yes. There are people who are willfully blind. There are people who are willfully blind. That's not our fault. If you want to continue to be in a state of denial, that is up to you. But we've seen a man who is steady. Oh, Shelton, I love this word, who is steady as you go, who is measured, and who is doing what is right for the country. The country is on the correct trajectory, and no change required. Absolutely no change required. Nobody, the noise and the bluff and the fluff can derail that. We're keeping our eyes on the prize. We are going to remain focused, Shelton, because we've seen the benefits. 4 years of economic growth. I think I have a video there in a while, but somebody just sent something to me, Shelton. I just sent four pictures.
Is the grandmother? Because a grandmother sent me something and saying, please play this for the PM for me from Lily. And I know Lily is her granddaughter.
Okay. Well,
but we don't put things on air without
without vetting it first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll have to listen to it
when we're on the break.
Yes, when we're on the break.
But
you got to play something now?
No. Just 4 pictures there. Yeah. Somebody just when I tell you steady, he's about to deliver the Northern headquarters. Shelton, okay. I got some aerial shots. I mean, people want to know what. Look at the aerial shots. I mean, and those of you who drive up to, I have not been up that that far. I think the furthest I've been is to the gas station there. Well, it's just close. You could see it.
It was formerly Elliot's gas station.
Elliot's gas. Normally, on a Friday,
so a little higher up.
I have to go by Duke's when I have some time, get some fish.
Okay.
Oh, I might have to do that tomorrow. On a Friday.
Okay.
Go and get some fish early after meet the minister. Have some lunch there or something. So that is coming on. Look at that, Shelton. And from my sources, I understand that will be formally open in October.
Okay.
From a source, in Pensioners Cove. You know where Pensioners Cove is?
Yes.
I've told you where that is.
Yes, you did tell me.
Yeah, in Pensioners Cove, there's a gentleman there who tells me, no, Fernando, we're opening that because for some reason that's an extension of real issues. Pensioners Cove, He says, no, Fernando, that is opening in October.
Okay.
And we are delivering. So from now September to December, a lot is happening. Shelton, Northern Division headquarters opening. St. Jude, that's a big one. Oh my God, that's going to be massive. That is opening, and we have other things that have been delivered. You know what I mean, and stuff. So, Prime Minister,
and we know that work is continuing apace on the halls of justice.
Oh, yes, we have a clip there.
Yes. And we know that once in Jude the relocation has taken place, work is going to start on the stadium itself.
Oh yes, right away.
Which has been virtually in a state of paralysis.
That's right.
In terms of its utilization as a sports facility, we probably know that the Sir Julian Hunt Highway, all of that is on the cards and so on.
Yes, a lot is happening.
The airport upgrade and so on, and all the time Global Port Holdings has not stopped working. Yeah, they are working. Yes.
So you know what
the West Coast Road project is continuing.
What I would like to, when you see St. Jude open, I would like to see the Saudis and the jets landing there because they must be here. To light to put the fear of God in the floorboards.
It would be so nice if the airport would be, in its upgraded state. But so the Saudi jets could land there, and then they could take the journey, even by helicopter.
The floorboards would be so, discombobulated because they figure, campaign. I hope they bring campaign money because you must be out for the nonsense. Yeah, I saw the bad Ventis there. You're having a press conference. You're behaving in such a belligerent manner. Oh, how are we going to fund it? I like this thing. How are we going to fund it? We're going to renegotiate with GPH. And we're going to get the money from GPH. Seriously?
Yeah. I suppose you'll just go and demand money from GPH.
Give me 6 million. I mean, a press conference you're having and you're so belligerent, you're so angry.
Because he didn't come prepared. He didn't come with any idea of how he would answer that question. So, like a man, he just plucked something out of the air. He just plucked something. GPH,
GPH. I think we're due for a break, Shelton.
Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters, will continue in a moment.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real Issues, 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Castries Southeast. This Sunday, September 21st, the St. Lucia Labour Party proudly launches Lisa Jawahir, your candidate who will lead with compassion, vision, and strength. Join us in Ulster as we stand together with our political leader and Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, to celebrate leadership, unity, and progress. This Sunday, Ulster comes alive. Together with Lisa Jawahir and Prime Minister Pierre, we are moving forward together.
Lisa, we voting for. Lisa, we voting for. Hey, Lisa, we voting for.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Everyone for staying with the Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters on Real FM Radio, MBC Television, Facebook, and YouTube live streaming. Terry, I got a letter. It's kind of lengthy, but someone was saying that cataract surgeries at Betty Wells is under sabotage, and it says, "Dear Shelton, it has come to my attention that the cataract surgeries section at the newly refurbished, equipped and manned unit of the Cuban Miracle Eye Care Brigade at the Betty Wells Center, formerly the Victoria Hospital, may be under deliberate sabotage by certain opposition elements employed in the Ministry of Health." I'll not read any more at this time, but it is a theme, it is a complaint that I am getting more and more that people are saying that they believe there are persons who are obstructing deliberately the government's delivery of services, some of them very novel services, to the people of St. Lucia as a means of creating public animosity towards the government, because that's who they will associate with the poor service delivery. It's happening in many different areas and so on. Do you see this as a real possibility, especially as we move towards elections?
Yes, Shelton. You could see the desperation, you could feel it, the desperation on the part of the opposition. Because really and truly, they do not see a path to victory. You understand? They are now caught in disgruntled people from the Labour Party to run to try to see if they can split the votes. You understand, in some areas. And that's normal. I have no issue with that. The rhetoric coming from the platforms, I mean, it's not, they offer nothing, no solutions, nothing. As I told you, I listened to this Badventist fella. You had a press conference that you called. I mean, I expect some level of civility, you know, a modicum of, you know, decorum. A simple question. And you're belligerent, you're angry. How are we going to pay for it? How are we going to pay for it? So well, I'll tell you how we're going to pay for it. I was in shock. I mean, what kind of behavior is that? You know, the fellas seem just angry. They do not know how they're going to win. They do not see a path to victory. And so everything is based on violence. Blood will flow. I mean, you can't take that out of context. You understand? Blood will flow.
Why anger becomes a substitute for ideas.
The ideas. So you cannot offer us a solution. How are you going to pay for the health insurance? You're going to cry. You don't have an answer. How are you going to give us Safa? Well, you have given us an insight. You're going to make it a hotel trade school because you're going to cut the programs. And because tourism, according to you, is still in its infancy, you have to train our locals to fill vacancies at the hotel. That's your thinking. And then when Tommy, the pretend economist, comes and says, oh, we have done, you know, 6 million. You know, we're going to give 1,000 there and this and that there. But how are you going to fund it? I was like, seriously? Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, whether you flub or not, that can't be right. And so, Shelton, if they are trying to sabotage, because they have said so, you heard Harrow himself, maybe we should go down that route. Burn houses, burn this. You heard Josie. Why is he, by the way? I heard you said he was sick or something.
Well, not me, but somebody did say that.
Yeah, if you're sick, I hope you get better. I mean, I don't wish anything bad upon you. Although you wishing bad upon you want SLP politicians to be shot and killed. Imagine that, yeah, man. You know, I want to remember me at the University of the Market Steps as one of my professors. I really am trying not to envisage the shadow of the man that you have become. You understand? You know that for a few, you know, free hotel meals, you sell your soul and you're talking all that kind of nonsense and thing. Kill people. That is what you're about. So because at one time I got to understand, one of the fellows who operated the X-ray, I will not say who he is, was deliberately making himself absent. You know, somebody told me that. I was like, you serious? No, but you're a professional, you're getting paid, you must do your job, whether or not. And somebody said, yeah. They call it. I said, seriously, I know him well. I said, no, I do not believe that. I would not believe that. But, Shelton, I wouldn't be surprised if it is happening in truth. Because, Shelton, we're trying to get this eye care the eye care program is on, but the surgeries, I know they have to calibrate and make sure. But that's taking kind of long. And you have to ask yourself why. And it might very well be operatives of the UWP are doing that because their rhetoric says so, their demeanor, everything about their platform, the Sunday Funnies, is just one platform of hate. I mean, I listened to the Deputy Pope. I am so disappointed in the Deputy Pope. At least I would have thought that this lady would have had, to say, well, listen, people, no, we cannot go down that route. It's love, because you're so close to the Pope. You know, you're writing letters to the Pope to report the Archbishop. I would expect on your platform, you know, you'll be speaking peace and love and harmony, and say, no, let's do the right thing. Even though, let's do the right thing, we can win your election based on, you know. But you have gone down, you're worse, in my opinion. Get up vexed, get up angry. Oh, so, Boma will go, so you know, you get, but I mean, the man must run. If every morning that's how you're going to get up, angry and vexed. That's what you're telling people to do. I mean, come on, man. You're selling them no road to annulment. You can't do that. And so, Shelton, if that is happening, because what's happening here? I mean, I know early on you used to say, no, it's technical difficulties. But every time real issues are about to come on, Richard, you know, Yadi, there's always a technical problem and all the wires seem to be in place, everything. So what's happening? You have to ask yourself questions. Is it the other stations do not suffer from that, especially the pro-UWP stations? They don't have these kind of issues that we are having. So if they are sabotaging the healthcare, I'm not going to be surprised. Before I would say no, maybe, you know, but what I've been told, And what is happening? You have to ask yourself, you have to be a little skeptical, because anything goes with these flubos. You cannot take anything for granted with these flubos. They are desperate, very desperate, because they want power by, and you heard Val say, by any means necessary, and he repeated it, by any means. That means they'll do any, and they will stop at nothing to try to get rid of a working government, a progressive government, a forward-thinking government, a government of vision. They don't care. They want to come to have the country's money to go back to overinflated direct awards and the bubble. But we must stand firm. And where you see things happening, you must report it.
All right, Terry, I think we can open the phone line.
I think we can.
Yes, 487-9849. Go ahead, you were saying.
No, I sent some of the videos. We can leave that for next week.
Okay, all right. Or we can have time play one or two.
Maybe one or two, depending on how the calls come.
To your credit, you never bring anything that's all that long. 758-487-9849. That's 487-9849. You can WhatsApp call us on this number. And you can also WhatsApp message us. I don't think we're using the WhatsApp messaging board enough. All right, there are two websites. One is realfmofficial.com. All right, and the other one is mbcslu.com. Go to either of them. You will find a WhatsApp messaging link. Click on it. A message box will appear. Type your message in it. Hit the send button, and it's going to come to us instantly. Right there on screen, Jaquan can see it. So you can do that, and you can also use our regular landline, 4533-911. So you can regular telephone call us, you can WhatsApp call us, and you can WhatsApp message us via two platforms, realfmofficial.com and mbcslu.com. We have our first caller. You're on the air. Real Issues. Hello.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour, Shelton.
Yeah, bonjour, Paul.
Yes, good, sir.
I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but I'm just digging up the Prime Minister TJP.
Yes.
On his birthday today. I wishing him long life, health, prosperity, and may he continue the good work God has put him there to do. In spite of all the detractors, I know he's focused, and he keep on saying, keep your eyes on the prize.
Yes.
Yes. And we do not have an alternative. When you come to think of it, yes. This guy, I like what Terry said. That's a side. There's not an alternative, because just hear what they're preaching. It's violence, all kind of things that they say. They do not have the answer. They don't have solution. And every day you see they go down deeper. I'm like, gosh, how far this guy will go again? Yes, honestly, I know TJP is a very strategic, very smart, but I cannot wait for that bell to be rung for us to teach them guys a lessons once and for all. We're putting all of them into retirement. Thank you, comrades.
All right. Okay. You're welcome.
Have a good one. Okay. See you on Sunday. God bless.
All right. We must also say happy birthday to our resident economist, Dr. Carlton Augustine. Comrade, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, Carlton. And I hope everything works out even better for you than it has been and so on. You're a good soul. You're a good man. You're straight up. You're honest. You're very genuine and sincere. And we need people like you around. And I hope you will be for a very long time. By the grace of God. We have another caller waiting. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Daniel.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, and good afternoon, Mr. Terry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. King Solomon said that favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. That is when that favor is done with an intention to deceive, because there is genuine favor. But it is very amazing to see that the depths that certain politicians could go down to with an intention to deceive people when they do not have a genuine record of community service. And Mr. Descott, why we never saw you in that gutter before you were selected as a candidate? Why it is after you were selected we saw you in that gutter? And I could bet my life, whatever happens, whether win or lose, we could never see you in that gutter again. Because your intention is to deceive people, to score political points. And your boss came and doubled down on your behalf because he practiced the same deceitful brand of politics. And when it comes to the implementation record between Philip J. Pierre vis-a-vis Alan Chasley, it is clear for the world to see that Philip J. Pierre has outperformed him in every sector of governance in our country. And he is angry.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important credentials to me that must be seen in a leader is honesty, truthfulness, trustworthiness by keeping your word to people, and anti-corruption. And we could see all that in Philip J. Pierre, and that cannot be seen in Alan Chasley. Mm-hmm. So all these false promises that he made, that's a bunch of lies he will never fulfill. 7 ways to die, choose one. We don't want that nonsense. And he took away the subvention from the blind because they could have seen his corruption. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 487-9849 and 4533-911. We are taking your calls. We are not far from the next commercial break. And don't forget, we wrap up at 2. We really have to quit at that point to make way for the lotto which comes on live. But we have another call already. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to my Prime Minister.
Happy birthday to him as well.
And my brother, I'm a skeptic these days.
Speak up a bit, huh?
Terry, I'm a skeptic.
You're a skeptic?
Because the kind of things that are going on, I definitely have been thinking like that too. Anyway, Awoosh!
Awoosh!
Looks like it's...
Hey, you gone? All right.
All right, we have someone else on the line. Hi, Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
And good afternoon to all your listeners.
Yes, good afternoon, buddy.
Your listeners.
Yes.
Let me say a happy birthday to the Prime Minister of St. Lucia.
Yeah.
My ex-schoolmaster at St. Mary's College. And let me tell my classmate, my friend, my cadet officer, Dr. Carlton Augustine, happy birthday also. Now let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen an oppressed person singing the liberation song with all the enthusiasm and thereafter placing himself in the oppressor's hand and defending the oppressor? Have you ever seen that?
Weird things happen.
You know who that is?
Tell us.
Bradley Phillips. Nobody sings a Bob Marley song like him with all that passion. These are liberation songs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yet still, he gives you the movement of the liberation, and thereafter, he places himself in the arms of the oppressor. I wonder. Let me go one step further. On Andre program, Know the Opposition, Andre asked Alan Chasley, how are you going to improve the population of St. Lucia? You know what was his answer? He looked at Andre and he bent back. And he said, that is why I'm trying to fix up the roads and the schools and so the St. Lucians that living outside will come back. That's how he's going to increase the population of St. Lucia, you know. That was his answer. If this is an answer, just like how he described, I have said to people, Upaka tiye, boyo umete pai. et pas manger découché. Puis sous manger vieux découché, il y a malvente. Et là où jeune malvente, vous savez qui côté au Kakoui? The economical shittings that we're going to get out of that malvent, we wouldn't be able to help ourselves. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you very
Have
much.
a nice
Thanks.
one. All the best. Good.
A text message coming in says, with all that happened with the last administration, the public servants who facilitated those misdeeds, where are they? And another one says, how do you see the election outcome in terms of seats? 17 not. We have another call on the line. Real issues.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm not able to enjoy your screen today. Your screen just freezes, you know. I believe somebody playing some Coco Macaque on that station there based on the vibes you are producing and thing, you know. I have a very suspicious kind of a mind, you know. From yesterday, I've been trying to get onto your program here, and Gaza, it's very difficult to get onto your man.
Right.
Yeah, I tried many times. I tried 22 times. But actually, what I wanted to reflect on yesterday was some of the issues actually which arose from the meeting, the Sunday night thing in Jackmel. I believe some of you all reflected on that regarding the position and the what you call it, the expressions and overtures of the guy there. What's his name? Kenny had given him in the parliament, Kokoloram. Yeah? But I don't know, and I would say it in Creole based on what the last partner said there a while ago. Ukwe, Jean-Jacques Mel, Jean Ozo, Jean Laslawe, Kanawi, yo javon mi en bay, ukwe yo kwe vieux manger son mio. Hein? Moun vote contre Dominique Fédé. Passe en position, il a été comme ministre of Santé. Il pas fait ça ni pour faire constituency. C'est pour mon service value voter, c'est ici ni pour service value. C'est pour ça yo rejecté. Bon, si vous dit moi actuellement, là regardez quantité bail la moi en l'escreen hier. Nom là qui là ka représenter place là actuellement. Quantité c'est bail là il fait. Et puis Shelton m'a quoi bien dit. Il a fait ces bail là. Mais pour nous acheter monnaie pour moun savi qu'a fait bail là.
Il pas qu'à faire avertissement quoi assez.
Quand te pour faire quoi assez. Moi là, moi ça n'a parlé about là, moi ça n'a parlé about. OK? Bon, ou quoi moun là où 20 millions bail ou rejecté. Juxtapose against what the man has done in the constituency. I went around the village of Canaries yesterday after that, and people tell me that man is one of the who have done the most in the constituency. Yeah? Ou quoi moun persévère assez pour dire ou que rejecter bail comme ça, faire mes yeux et puis aller manger vont moun te rejecter, moun pour considérer ça. Bon là dans chay bail ka aller contre nom là qui là. Dans chay bail. Nous mentionnons bail là involve other river rafting. Comment est un homme qui a représenté une place, il dit qu'il a représenté une place. Et c'est moun qui en place là identifier en bas yo ça fait pour faire un petit bail, un petit comment petit bail vini en communauté. Comme là ou ka prendre pas ou ka faire et actuellement ou ka employer moun, même ça quand là rien ka payer c'est moun. Moi ni pour investiguer ça. Pour regarder si ka payer yo below minimum wage c'est bail ça. Ça pas qui est important. Et là dans Charlotte dit faut bail. Moi que vous devez parler about. Ou quoi un homme qui a venu droit voter bali. C'est l'intériorité ni les y représenter un hôtel en cabinet là. Et fait supporter gouvernement pour payer mon combien 20 something million dollars, mais c'est just check ça. Qui est-ce moun qui dit il a représenter et qui était place c'est mon il a représenter qu'il fait une go compagnie que un hôtel qui a gagné en les gouvernement qui est tax holiday et qui était deux gouvernements combien de millions de dollars il était qu'à représenter hôtel ça parce que c'était un travailleur en hôtel là moi-même quand dit l'argent il prend pour campagne dernière élection il était gagné c'est peut-être c'est moun ça qui paye venir pour commission Pour qui moun pas qu'à laisser bail ça, eh ben bon Dieu, merci pour petit temps. Mais excuse-moi pas travail garçon, ma enjoy. Ma même ça si je qu'a servi rouge aujourd'hui avec bail ma ouais.
Nous tous les deux en rouge.
Okay, merci. Merci.
All right, okay. Good afternoon to John Robert Lee, who says the radio transmission is fine. So whatever problems we have seem to be with the TV. And he says NBC needs to get very expert advice from outside, read their chronic technical problems. And another message says the Lou platform is getting more and more nasty, irrelevant, disconnected with real important national issues, filled with lies, misinformation, superstition, porn innuendo, violence, etc., etc. The choice is increasingly clear. Vote and 3 exclamation marks. I think we know what that means. You're on the air called The Real Issues.
I just calling to say happy birthday to my Prime Minister. The biggest gift to him is next year to put my ex by your head.
All right, thank you very much. And you can consider us part of those sentiments as well, okay?
Right. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon to Cheryl Skeet of Bonte.
Yes.
Is it Bonte Habitat? Habitat Terrace, yes. And, good afternoon to you. I haven't listened to your message yet, but we're about going into a break, so I will. And we'll give you some feedback. Cornelia Jacob, I'll also be giving you some feedback this time, okay? Let me see. It's a shame that the UWP will use this route to try getting back into office. The hate and anger they spew is indirectly enabling the crime situation we have in the country. So many people are angry and ready to go to all lengths to get justice. We already have poor parenting / guidance for our youth as a major issue. Added to that, we have those derogatory songs and now so-called leaders asking people to be angry and saying such vile comments. While they cannot control the actions of others, their messages encourage this crime happening now. We need mutual parties like the church or their famous Father Albert to denounce those comments. Let's take the last caller before we go for the break. You're on the air. Go ahead. Real issues.
Ok, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Happy birthday pour Prime Minister là encore. Mais il y a un petit quiz bazot. Qui est parti à cette fois-ci? Si nous ne pouvons parler patois, you can put me a translator. Bye-bye.
All right. Merci un peu. Privately, please suggest. Well, privately they told me to do that. Okay. For your information, a regular loaf of bread in the USVI is 0.75 cents, and I suppose that's US
dollars.
Cents we're talking about. A regular loaf. So I suppose what we buy for 25 cents, whatever.
25 cents.
He's saying it's 75 cents. Yeah. Okay. Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. We take our final commercial break. When we come back, we'll be in the home stretch of the final half hour till we call it quits for the day at 2 p.m.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Castries Southeast. This Sunday, September 21st, the St. Lucia Labour Party proudly launches Lisa Jawa here, your candidate who will lead with compassion, vision, and strength. Join us in Ulster as we stand together with our political leader and Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, to celebrate leadership, unity, and progress. This Sunday, Ulster comes alive. Together with Lisa Jawa here and Prime Minister Pierre, we are moving forward together.
Lisa, we voting for. Lisa, we voting for. Hey, Lisa, we voting for.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with the Real Issues powered by Blue Waters on this Thursday, September 18th, 2025. And it being Thursday, I don't think there's anything that has been announced to the contrary, that tonight at 8:30 on NBC Television, Real FM, and of course on the Facebook Live where they have their own page, it will be Can I Help You? With Richard Frederick, the Honorable Minister for Housing, Urban Renewal and Local Government, and is also the elected Member of Parliament for Central Castries, along as usual with his associate, sidekick, friend, co-host Albert Fridges.
That's right.
So they are definitely the most popular program in St. Lucia, and I suppose throughout all of media in St. Lucia. I don't think there's anyone that rivals them on social media. They're really a force to be reckoned with. So looking forward, 8:30 tonight. Can I Help You? With Honorable Richard Frederick and former police superintendent, former election candidate for Denry South for the St. Lucia Labour Party, former minister councillor at the St. Lucia High Commission in London, Mr. Albert Fridges. I'm telling you, the credentials of this gentleman, they're not two people who just throw in a hodgepodge, chop, anytime thing. They come solidly researched and very well measured, etc. Cornelia Jacobs says she wants us to play this, which is her granddaughter Lily. I'm singing Happy Birthday to the Prime Minister. I won't let that pass.
Happy birthday to you. birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord, may the good Lord, may the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday, Mr. Pierre. Hope you have the greatest Prime Minister, yes, birthday. A special birthday greeting from Lily.
All right. I tell you, she has taken after her grandmother, and I think she's already surpassing her. It would have been brilliant, the acoustics and everything, if only there wasn't somebody coughing in the background. and I know who that person is, you know. They just had to insert themselves and couldn't get in some notice if a cough. But thanks just the same, Lily, okay? Really appreciate it. You're great at singing. You know, her intonation, her voice control and everything is superb.
Yes, man.
We really appreciate it, you know, singing happy birthday to Honorable Philip J. Pierre, the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Cheryl Skid says she's cootie today because she's not getting us on the TV.
Oh,
so,
yes.
You know,
She's
another person so she said, cootie. We'll get that fixed, don't you worry, okay? Cheryl, always appreciate you being there. We have a call on the line.
All right.
Let me tell you, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All of me, you give me, I taking it.
Is that the same person who was coughing in the child's song?
No, it's actually her mother who was coughing. I am coughing now.
Well, in that case, the mother is excused. You know? I think she was overcome with emotion hearing her daughter singing so well and so on. You know. Most likely.
But so, Shelton, what's with the suit today?
What's that?
What's with the suit? Come on, let me tell you something. When you're wearing red, especially on International Philip Joseph Pierre Day, no need to cover it with a suit, all right?
Okay. I don't know if it's a suit. I don't know if it's a suit. It's just a blazer, you know, so.
Okay, all right, that is true. I need to get the terminology correct. But then again...
It's just a blazer. Let me unbutton it so you'll see more of the red, okay?
Hello, no. Before people misunderstand and misinterpret.
Okay. So there you are. You've seen more of the red.
All right. I shall check it out. But yes, you're off. The television is stuck. Let me tell you, if anything happened to me, it's because NBC does give me a kind of stress. My stress level is at, 200 and, all the way up there, When you see, I cannot see a program on NBC, but thankfully, I switched to YouTube. Okay? Now, Shelton, here's my issue. What is with all of this anger that we are experiencing from the other side of late? Is it anger that they don't have access to our money anymore? And they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel on the Julian Alfred Highway, that they will have access to our money, that is creating that kind of anger in them to the point of having a press conference. And the man is showing all of that anger to the press. And when he finished, he say, where they going to get the money? They're going to renegotiate. We're going to renegotiate the deal with GPH. And immediately we'll have money. As if GPH bought the pots. So, Shelton, if I buy a house from you, I pay you for your house. Right? The house is mine, isn't it?
You see...
You
see that renegotiation?
Can you come back and negotiate a deal with me?
Yeah, that's just a euphemism for Shastney to go and try to mess up everything that this government has worked so hard to achieve and deliver to the people of St. Lucia. Don't be surprised for all the expense and all the upgrade of the former custody suites, the halls of justice, Shasne go and put excavator and mash up all those things just to make the point that he will not allow any feather in the cap of legacy of Philip JP to stand in St. Lucia. Don't be surprised. Shasne is a very petty fella, you know. Very, very petty fella.
Most importantly, feather in the cap of Richard Frederick.
No, it don't matter if it's Richard. He mashing up St. Jude. All the St. Jude, they do that. And he'll say, you know, we'll figure out how to pay back the Saudis. He mashing up the stadium if they have time, fix it back up. Everything. He mashing it up.
That is what we want to put in government. But Shelton, I want to end on this note. All of the anger being preached on the Sunday, the man said, right? Blood will run, or blood will flow in this country, or blood must flow in this country, or blood must run in this country. And that is after we had two homicides in the South. Okay? Blood must run in this country, but he knows about occultism. I don't know if that's a word. He knows about homosexual orgies and lesbian orgies, and he knows all about these things. But how could you know about all of these things if you're not close to somebody who participates in it? You know? How? Why are you projecting your lifestyle? You're talking about voodoo, and then you're the same man who spoke about your grandfather and his fork. Huh? But yet you stand up talking about voodoo and saying you sign no deal with anybody but God. I want him to mind his words, because words have power. The man talk about blood running, and in the last few days, was it yesterday, 4 homicides. 4 homicides, and they'll want to pin it on this government. But we don't know what deal they signed with the devil, because the lady swept the streets of St. Lucia. She did it in the capital. So they have to start telling us. And what they are doing every Sunday night is essentially taking ownership of what they have done to this country, what this government and the party of the St. Lucia Labour Party need to do, and the members of this party and government need to cover themselves, ensure they are surrounded by the grace and power and prayers of God in this coming election. Because hello, nothing has gone, so them people will not let power just exit from them any further or any farther than it has already done. Let me tell you, near bon le restant journée. Happy birthday, Mr. PM. Lily has chanté, ma chanté encore. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much. I wouldn't necessarily have said so on air, but it's nothing wrong. I want to extend my condolences to the Lubron family of Pebush Babono, which includes my former co-worker at the Star newspaper very long ago, Marcus Lubron, and his brother Alexis Lubron, who has the garage A-Best Auto Services that a lot of people, especially if you are Suzuki, he's a specialist in that, having worked at Sunset Motors for a very long time, but an all-round great auto man and so on. Guys, my condolences on the passing of your father, Rollins Lubron, who passed away on the 9th of September at the age of 90. So he lived a full life of ripe old age and so on. But going up to A-Best and so on, I could really see, especially Alexis and his father, they were tight, well bonded and so on. So I know that, losing someone that, you've been close to and who has lived such a long life, meaning that you spent a lot of time in the company and the house of Mr. Lubron was right there in the same yard where A-Best Auto is. So Alexis and Marcus, you're the only 2 siblings of the family that I know personally. It's a large family, I know. My condolences to you all. And Alex, I'll try to remember this time when the program is over to give you a call, because every time I pick up the phone, either it rings at the same time or something distracted me, but I really must do that, okay? I just thought I had to say that because these are personal friends.
Yeah, I know A-Best well.
Yes.
Very well.
We continue taking your calls. I think we have someone else waiting. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Fenello. Good afternoon, Mr. Daniel.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Good show as usual. Keep up the good work. I would just like to wish the Prime Minister a wonderful birthday, good health, strength, and that God will keep him there for the next 40 years if possible. Because we need people of integrity. We need people who love St. Lucia and St. Lucians and who are showing it by their action. Gentlemen, I want to add to the sabotage debate. I have told Yadi that I told Jarim. I think you all have been sabotaged in some way, some form. Because when I listen to the other stations, I do not get and hear all those difficulties in the programming. The next thing I want to mention is I heard Mr. Fenello on the pedophile issue. And I share similar sentiments with him. Because there's a famous journalist who said, what is required for evil to prevail is that good people stay silent. And we have to put it out there. We have to ensure that
Can you speak up a bit as if suddenly your volume just went down, you know? Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I was saying, yes, we have to keep it current and we have to have those pedophiles and those people who do not want to let the innocence of the children mature and grow into adults as they should. We have heard of many utterances of violence coming from the opposition about getting vexed, about busting the Prime Minister's head, about flogging us, about turning the guns on us, slapping people in the face that the other eyes would pop out and stuff like that. And I am of the view, there's no doubt that this is fueling part of the violence that we are seeing. Whether it's deliberately or not, or intentional or not, it's left to be seen. But we have to condemn those utterances. The police have to bring people in for questioning. We have heard other utterances by high-level ministers of the opposition, even when they were in government, who said that those killings that were happening at the time, people in high power and high governance pay people to just take people out. I do not know she was ever brought in for questioning, and the talk goes on up till today. And if we do not check ourselves, we will get to a position that we all do not want. I'm sending up not a warning, but a plea to the authorities, to our ministers, to the Prime Minister, to the police, to come out and condemn in the harshest way possible of those utterances of violence. And I'm pleading to the opposition to stop this recklessness. It will not get them back in power. Stop this recklessness. Stop this nastiness, because we have a country, we have young people, we have a future to safeguard. I just want to leave that there. And I also want to send to that Christian who is on the poor political platforms, parading as Christian, quoting 10 commandments. Everything you have to say is God. I just want to let him know the 10 commandments also said, thou shalt not lie. Gentlemen, take it easy.
All right. Thank you very much for that. 487-9849. You can WhatsApp call us there, and you can also reach us on 4533-911. Terry, anything you wanted to add?
Well, the caller he says he's on my wavelength on this pedophile thing, and Shelton, you understand why I'm so incensed about it, because I've faced it too often when I sat on the chair in my former life. So I know how destructive it can be. I have seen students, I have had a student who did not want to leave the school, afraid to go home.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Because of abuse.
Of abuse. She'll go and have a shower, and as soon as she leaves the shower, who will be waiting for her there?
Goodness me.
No, seriously. And we had to get the police and everything involved.
Was it a family member?
A family member.
Oh, no,
dirty uncle.
Yeah, this incesting and so
incesting,
really a bad thing.
So I've been through that, so I know it firsthand.
Okay, we have a caller waiting. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Lost it? Okay, we lost that call, but we have another one. It sounds like somebody who's into the business of tricks. Good afternoon, Real Issues. Hello? Don't play any trick on us there, you know.
Must be tricky. A tricky fella.
Hello? All right, let's take the other caller. Hi, caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes. I called to wish the Prime Minister a happy birthday.
Yes.
And I am there in the background praying and praying for him. We need the prayer of those that we love. So, we are praying for him. Shelton and Mr. Singh, you all spoke a lot about the things that are happening. I know Mr. Feleno knows a lot. And I can tell you there's a lot happening with the young people in the country. And I heard all what Mr. Feleno was saying. I experienced all this with students. Just this week, there is a young child going to a school. She's in Form 5 right now. She managed to reach Form 5, thank God. Because of our help, we the teachers from primary school have been helping her to go along. Her mother is dead, but she lives with her father. And that child, day before the child displayed an attitude, I called her. I brought her for her to check on some uniform and so on for her. And she came along, and there was a boy with her, a student. And I asked her, who's that person? What is that person doing? She told me.
Speak up a bit for us, eh?
You know, she told me straight, I am in love. You know, she told me she is in love. And I said, what?
In love with the abuser?
So
it happens, you know. It's all part of the psychological manipulation, you know.
Yeah, I told her, but you are all at school. What can one do for another? You need to concentrate on your school. And the child, so I told her about her whole family and so, and the child does not want to hear about the family, and she's tired of this place. She's tired of this place. Of her father, I do not know what is going on in their home, but you could see the aggression in her, and she's just waiting to leave that place, to finish school and for her to leave that place. You know, so there is a lot going on with their young people that they cannot control, and some of them end up going and do what they're not supposed to do. Girls find themselves in things that they should not do. So I spoke to her, and I tell her, try, hold on, finish the school, finish your CXC, and see what you can get, you know, to make yourself different. Because what you're going through there, what you're going into there, the young boy cannot do anything much for you, right? So you need to put yourself, sit down and try and keep yourself, get your subjects, do something so I can get a proper job and stand up on your feet. And then you can say, well, I live in that man's home. You know? And then she tell me, Miss, I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of that. So I'm wondering, what else could I do in that situation?
Well, I think you did the right thing to have a little talk, and, you know, sometimes you have to do it over and over again.
I think so, yeah.
Thank you very much. Hold on a while. Let's everyone say.
No, I want to say hold the calls.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, caller.
Okay, then.
Yeah, thank you. Shelton, sometime earlier you made a point that was so valid. You know, now I didn't elaborate on it. You know, up to now we have not evaluated the effects of the COVID lockdown on our kids.
Okay.
You notice at one point the ministry was desperate to reopen schools because reports were coming in, Shelton, you know, of the abuse of a lot of children.
The lockdown was actually facilitating
that. Because, Shelton, not every house was a house.
Yes.
Or a home.
Yes.
Not everybody had, you know, there were some houses.
The lockdown actually turned homes into prison camps.
Yeah. And there was some, you have a 3-room house and you have 6, 7, 8 persons in there.
Right.
And children, you know, men, after you have fed yourself, the next thing you want is sex. And a lot of our children, boys and girls, were being abused. Now, sometimes you have to ask yourself, if the effects of what happened, you know, it's not being manifested in the kind of craziness that we are seeing now. You know, nobody stopped to say, well, let's put a stick up in. Let's evaluate, you know, the consequences. What happened during the lockdown and how that is impacting us now. I'm not saying it, but Nobody has done that. We just went about our business, we opened back, and it was back to normal. And Shelton, I believe, as you correctly said, there's a lot that may have happened that is impacting, manifesting itself in that devious behavior, this the behavior that we are seeing now, and we have to ask ourselves questions.
And especially when the culprits are authority figures, people who are in positions of power and influence over the young people that they are targeting. They can be teachers, they can be preachers, they can be pastors, they can be priests, they can be, a lot of those people are abusers, and they abuse these young people, boys and girls. But because of the power and the influence that they have, one, the young people conclude, often not incorrectly, that they will not be believed if they tell anybody, their parents or whatever. And so generally they just carry that thing quietly, but the anger is still there.
I know of a nurse, Shelton, I'm not going to call names, but a member of the former part when they were in power. The lady's having a conversation with the gentleman in the okay, I don't want to give the description of where, but in the vicinity of the court, there's an office.
We have to go quick.
Yes, we have to go now?
I think 2 o'clock has come upon us. But go ahead, finish the sentence.
And then Shelton, she had a Trump was on her. The man grabbed her by the...
we know what.
She's traumatized up to now.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Anyway, folks, I think we have to wrap it up right now. The lotto may break out on us at any time soon. And but let me just try to read a message. If it comes, you'll fade out. Jaquan, that's through suspected sabotage of government programs in the health ministry. Example, people going to make appointments for prostate screening are given appointments for July next year just to frustrate the process. It takes as much as 5 months to get pap smear results, and I can give you more. Donor agencies like the Cubans, Mexicans, and French take great exception to this infantile behavior. That's the real issues for today, folks. Thank you so very much for being part of it. Terry, of course, won't be with us tomorrow because he's got a program elsewhere. So until such time, enjoy the rest of your Thursday safely. Shelton Daniel for The Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters, signing out.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Castries Southeast. This Sunday, September 21st, the St. Lucia Labour Party proudly launches Lisa Jawahir, your candidate who will lead with compassion, vision, and strength. Join us in Ulster as we stand together with our political leader and Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, to celebrate leadership, unity, and progress. This Sunday, Ulster comes alive. Together with Lisa Jawahir and Prime Minister Pierre, we are moving forward together.
Lisa, we voting for. Lisa, we voting for. Hey, Lisa, we voting for.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's ginger turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better